Whoa!
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Yeah, the Dixie Chicken. It's Little Feet. They're going to be at the Blues Festival. It is Jeff and Jeremy. It's KZOZ. Tickets are still available at KZOZ.com. Win them tomorrow morning again at 8:20. Don't forget, one person's going to go to the VIP balcony out in Avila Beach. Chris Taranto, have you been to a show in Avila Beach?
No, I have not.
You've not ever been to a show?
No, I've never been to...
I thought you were, like, joking.
You've never been to the Slow Harvest Wine Festival? Or
Nope, I've never...
any of those?
No.
I've
never...
You've never
Macaroni
been to
and cheese
mac and
festival?
cheese? Yeah.
I've been to your mac and cheese fest, but when it was...
Was that in
but
Lavinia?
yeah.
What are you, a North County only guy? You only go to things in North County? Never come down the grade?
I've never been invited.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Wait, who played there? You didn't even go to the Primus show? Because I know you're a metalhead.
I know, I was going to, and I think I got sick.
Oh, man.
Yes. Yeah.
I got to
think that
tell
one,
you.
and I never get sick, because that was, 3 years ago?
No, I think it was last year.
Huh. I don't know.
Primus
Maybe I
and
missed that one.
Mastodon, or maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Chris Taranto's here from the Paso Wine Country
Yes.
Alliance. They've got the big Zinfandel weekend ahead of us. It's a Vintage Paso Zinfandel weekend, and it starts Friday, right?
Yes, it does. On this Friday, March 15th, we have Zinposium, which is our educational seminar. It's not...
It comes with wine, Jeff.
Yeah, of course.
They put like 4 or 5
We have
glasses
5
in front of you.
glasses
Otherwise,
of
we
wine in
wouldn't be
front of
talking
you.
about educational symposium.
Yeah, go ahead. You talk about it all you want. I got 5 glasses here.
It's a seated tasting is how I like to say it. And it's entertaining. It's not like we're talking over your head about wine and all the little.
But you learned something kind of cool about this grape, which is one of Paso's heritage varietals, as they call it, right?
That's right. Yeah, and
So you learned
it's
something that you
themed,
can
too.
sound smart next party you go to, like, hey, you got Zinfandel. Well, the Paso's been growing that since
Yeah,
the
all you really need
1800s.
to know is like 5% of the terminology, and it boosts up your
That's all I know.
your stock. Yeah, I mean, it boosts your stock up in that social setting quite a bit.
No, it's themed though. It's themed dry farming, and so I think it's kind of interesting. Where for one thing, we got this great parting of the clouds, so we're going to have some really great weather this weekend.
Yeah.
I think we're all ready for
People
it.
are going to be out playing.
We're ready for the
that's-
sun. 70s. It's going to be nice.
Come out and play in Zen country, right? But what's important though about it, this seminar, anyways, is that it's talking about dry farming, and Paso, believe it or not, is really great for that. It has a lot to do with the soil and the types of soils that we have and all. And that's why we're theming it that way this year. So we got 5 winemakers that are going to be up there talking about why we're so unique in the fact that we can dry farm. And then after that, that's from 5:30 to 6:45. And then after that is Z After Party. So that's from 8 to 10 p.m. And what we're kind of saying is go out, get yourself an early dinner, come back, and join us for this part because it's Zinfandel, it's desserts, it's all kinds of different little sweet treats, and it's a jazz band, the Derovos Trio playing.
How many different people are going to be pouring there? How many stations are we going to have?
We are looking at about 21 different Zinfandel stations,
So there you go. You got it covered.
Yeah, and it's a limited audience that we're doing because you can only fit so many people in the Paso Robles Inn ballroom. So you can actually walk up to a table, get a pour, talk to the person that's pouring.
Is there still tickets available?
There's still tickets available. Zinposium is sold out if you only want to go to Zinposium, but you still can go if you buy the combo ticket on PasoWine.com.
Which you absolutely should have done anyways.
I think you
because
should.
it's all access.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a full evening of exposure.
It's $70 to go to 2 things. And so, I mean, it's pretty fun too. I mean, I got to admit, like when you're walking around that Z After Party, like I said, we keep the crowd to a minimum. So you have room to enjoy. You can talk to the person that you're with and you're not shouting, things like that. So that's fun.
And it's something different to do, I mean, it's something different than your typical go out to dinner, go to the same bars, do the same thing, you see somebody there, or somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and have a great time. So that's coming up this Friday night. PasoWine.com, super easy website, PasoWine.com to get tickets.
Now we got a text message on an etiquette question for the event. So,
Okay.
William has texted in. And it has.
He Top, Jeff and Jeremy, Chris Taranto, Paso Robles Wine Country Alliance. The Zinfandel weekend starts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wineries that produce Zinfandel and other great Paso Robles varietals will be throwing parties and doing barbecues, and it's just a big party weekend.
This symposium, William writes in, he says, you'd mentioned some dinner in between. Mm-hmm. He wants to know if it's crass if he brings his own
to Symposium
in the way of Carl's Jr. And he says, "quote Is it okay if I plop down a fat sack of Carl's Jr.'s?" I would say I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to put you on the hook to answer this because I don't want you to come across as snooty.
I don't even know.
I'm going to say that's not okay.
Well, not to the symposium thing because that's kind of more of a formal thing, right?
No,
we're all sitting down, and there's people doing presentations.
Yeah. Plus,
you're over there, and all of a sudden the room smells like
the sense is probably just going to throw people off because people are going to smell that luscious goodness, greasiness coming out of that brown paper bag.
Yeah,
and it's going to mess up with the smell of.
Even though Zinfandel would probably pair well with any Carl's Jr. Burke.
Oh, absolutely.
But, I mean, that's a good matchup.
What about the overwhelming smell of like onion rings? I don't know if that pairs.
Maybe leave that in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then
is it cool if I just leave my onion rings right here?
Now, real important, the party. Somebody said, "How do I get tickets to the party?" Just tickets to the party is sold out, right? You have to get tickets.
You can get Z After Party tickets still.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, those are $40 each. Symposium alone was $40. That's sold out. But if you get the combo ticket, $70, you can go to both.
Oh, okay. So you'll save $10
into both.
Yeah.
And that's going to be quite the night, Friday night in Paso Robles.
Yeah.
It goes 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
You're right there in the heart of it all.
Absolutely.
Go out, have
always
some more
a busy
fun.
night, too. Always a busy night in Paso, Zen Weekend. So downtown should be hopping as well. Yeah.
If you're looking for a winery to go to on Saturday or Sunday and you want to hear live music or you want to see if they're doing a barbecue, you can actually search that out at PasoWine.com, right, Chris?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't the answer pretty much yes to any winery?
It is. Well, I mean, he kind of does the job for me over here. Too. He's just got it. I'll just stay in bed longer next time. But yes, PasoWine.com. You can search by winery. You can search by activity, or you can even search by day. So you can kind of plot out your weekend. It's going to be a great weekend out there. So get out there. It's beautiful, too.
I'm just applying to be your assistant. That's all. I want to be the Chris Taranto assistant.
It's going to be so, like, yesterday up there. I mean, I know it was only 68, but 68 felt like 88.
No, it felt good everywhere yesterday.
Yeah.
I had the window down in my truck driving home to Redna Valley. I just had my arm out the window. It was
so
like,
nice at the wineries this weekend.
Hey, so Friday is also the deadline, though, for switching gears here. The deadline for the locals only pricing for Wine Fest. So Wine Fest is the third weekend in May. So that's May 16 and 19. And if you're a local, which I suspect you are if you're listening, so we all have something in common, $50 ticket. It's normally a $70 ticket. So when you go to PasoWine.com and you click on Wine Fest, there you'll find a buy tickets button. There's going to be a little coupon code that you can enter your zip code into, and it unlocks the locals only pricing. And then go to town and coordinate with your friends. But that expires this Friday. So if you want to save $20 on your Wine Fest ticket and go there for $50 instead of $70, I highly recommend you go to PasoWine.com and get your ticket.
And I mean, I know a lot of people come here from outside the area for that event, and a lot of people come to visit friends that are living
absolutely.
Here. You know, you could do your friends a solid and probably save them.
Buy them some tickets.
You're feeling generous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. There's no rules against that.
PasoWine.com is the website for all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Heck, good to have.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a mug to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOC.com. KZOC Morning Sports.
Lou Williams scored 34 points and became the NBA's career leader in points off the bench as the LA Clippers beat the Boston Celtics 140-115 for their fifth straight win. Warriors coach Steve Kerr acknowledged using an expletive to air his frustrations with Draymond Green when speaking to assistant coach Mike Brown during Golden State's 115-111 loss to the lowly Suns. The moment was caught on video, and while it's not audible, viewers could read Kerr's lips. Lakers are in Chicago to take on the Bulls tonight at 5. Warriors take on the Rockets tomorrow at 6:30. On the ice, Martin Jones made 24 saves to continue his hot streak and lead the San Jose Sharks to a 3-0 victory over the Minnesota Wild. Sharks have now won 5 straight. And in baseball, Shohei Ohtani got a modest raise from the Angels after winning the AL Rookie of the Year last year, agreeing to a one-year contract that boosts his play to $650,000 from last year's minimum, $445,000.
And now, a thought from Geico Motorcycle. It took 15 minutes to click on the banner ad entitled, "You Won't Believe What These Child Stars Look Like Now." Be dissatisfied, and kinda sad, about how the child stars look. And now your computer is plagued by incessant pop-up ads.
Oh, this can't be good.
To add insult to injury, you could have used those 15 clickbait minutes to switch your motorcycle insurance.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.